Good evening and welcome to the BBC News at 6. The United Nations says there's growing evidence of war crimes being committed in Ukraine, describing the situation as a horror story. US satellite images allegedly show a mass burial site containing around 200 graves near the besieged southern port city of Mariupol that Russian forces have been trying to fully capture for several weeks. They do control most of the area, but hundreds of Ukrainian troops are still hiding out in the sprawling Azovstal steel plant. Today, President Putin accused Ukrainian leaders of refusing to allow their soldiers to surrender. Our correspondent Catherine Biurahanga has more from southern Ukraine, a warning her report contains some images you may find upsetting.
Haunting, apocalyptic scenes in Mariupol. Russia has bombarded this city into near submission. Once home to about 500,000 people, thousands are believed to have been killed. Emergency workers from Russia are filmed here, retrieving the dead. Moscow has repeatedly denied that its troops are responsible for the mass killings of civilians in Ukraine. But Mariupol's mayor says some of the worst war crimes have been committed there.
They killed 20,000 people. They did it on purpose. This is what I think. They intentionally prevented people from leaving Mariupol. They set this genocide up by closing the city down and using land artillery and airstrikes first, and then the warships that arrived later.
But Russian forces have been accused of hiding civilian bodies in mass graves. These satellite images show them appearing over the course of a month. The civilians have been buried in the village of Manhush, outside Mariupol, the southern city which has been besieged and encircled by Russian forces for weeks, seen here in red. The last Ukrainian troops in the city are holed up inside the Azovstal steelworks on Mariupol's coast. 1,000 civilians are still said to be in this sprawling industrial complex. On this missing persons wall, most of the faces and names that you can see are people from Mariupol. And now with the ongoing blockade and with communications cut off, it's almost a miracle for people to get out. Katerina, Valentina and Nadezhda escaped Mariupol together on Thursday. Just a handful of people who made it through with a humanitarian convoy. A friendship born out of the horrors of this war.
People are risking their lives under fire. They have to, because there's no running water, gas, or electricity. There's a mosque in the Primorsky district with a well nearby. A lot of people got killed there. They got caught up in shelling. They were just looking for water in the city.
But they're safe now and able to rebuild their lives in new cities and countries.